Hello everyone, here is my unboxing and review of the new Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid pre-order. So in this pre-order we got the new Power Rangers Time Force Ranger pack, we've got the Merciless Minions pack 1, and then the bonuses, the Shogun Zords, and some new Ranger Sentry cards. So let's have a look at them all. These ones moved out the way. So here is the Time Force Ranger pack. Here we've got Time Force Red, Green, Yellow, Blue, and the Quantum Ranger, plus Circuit, the robot assistant. Now you might notice that Time Force Pink is missing from this pack. That is because she already came in an early expansion of Shattered Grid, so we already have her. This is so that we can complete the team. Let's have a little look on the back. Again, this just shows little idea of what's inside. You get a far better idea when I open it. So, we can get it open. So we've got the usual leaflets. This is just to advertise more stuff. Instruction sheet, just telling you what's in the pack and any rule changes or how to play information. And here are the figures. So first up we have Time Force Red, Wesley Collins. Here he is holding his Chrono Saber. Got some good detail on this figure. Don't know if you can quite see. There we go. And we have Katie with her Chronal Pistol and V weapon on her shoulder. And we have Lucas, Time Force Blue. Eric Myers, the Quantum Ranger. And then last but not least, Trip with Circuit on his arm. Now I like this touch, having Circuit actually there with him, because these two were really good buddies. And here's Trip with the Electro Booster. Now let's have a look at the cards. Now first off is the Megazord Token. Now this is actually a special Megazord Token because it is double-sided. So if I grab the rule sheet for a second, that's because when the Time Force Megazord is summoned, the Megazord Token is placed in a specific location. At the start of each battle there, the Rangers choose either the fast keyword or the guard keyword to ignore for that battle. As a reminder of this, flip the Megazord Token to Mode Blue, this one here, for fast, or Mode Red, this one here, for guard. So that's nice. We've actually got both modes of both red and blue, so both modes of the Time Force Megazord. So that's good. Here we have all the cards. I'll just get this pack open. So here are all the combat decks. I'm not quite sure if you can see them. Just let me just readjust my light. Yeah, I might have my light. Lighting might be a bit bad, so I should read them all out. So first off, this is Time Force Reds. Brazen Strike costs nothing, 3 dice attack. After you resolve this attack, draw 1 card. You get 2 of those. Chrono Blaster, attack that does 3 damage regardless. You may divide the damage from this attack among any number of targets. Just get 1 of those. Chrono Break, costs 1, does 3 damage regardless. If this attack defeats the target, discard the top card of your deck, then place this card on top of your deck instead of discarding it. That's good, and we get 2 of those. Pay it forward and maneuver, costs nothing, gain 1 energy. Another ranger may immediately play an attack card. Treat that attack card value as 3 dice if it is not special. We get 2 of those. Precise Shot, costs nothing. 1 die and 1 bit of damage regardless. Ignore the guard keyword when choosing a target for this attack. We get 2 of those. And then V1 Blaster, costs 3 and it's a 6 die attack. Any ranger may discard 1 attack card from their hand with an energy cost of 1 or 0. This card gains the ability text of that card. That's handy, so that's his specific weapon. So that's Time Force Red. Time Force Blue. Again, we've got a Chrono Blaster. Chrono Thrust, costs 1, 3 die attack. If this attack defeats the target, the next time any ranger reveals a card for defense during this battle, add 1 shield to that card. We get 2 of those. Keep Your Cool, reaction, costs nothing. Play this card when any ranger reveals a card for defense, add 2 shields to that card. If that card gets discarded for defense, gain 1 energy. That's quite handy to get some energy. We get 2 of those. Excuse me. Stylish Strike, an attack, costs nothing, 2 die attack. If there are more cards in your hand than in your discard pile, add 1 die to this attack. That card's quite good for early on in the battles. Switch it up, maneuver, costs nothing. Any ranger may shuffle their hand into their deck, then draw any number of cards. That ranger may then immediately play 1 card. You get 2 of those. And then here's Lucas's personal weapon, the V2 Blaster. Excuse me again. Costs 3, it's a 4 die attack. Reveal 1 card from your hand. For each shield on that card, add 1 die to this attack. That's quite handy to boost your attacks. Now we have Trip with ambiguous warning. Its reaction costs nothing. Play this card at the start of a battle. Shuffle this card into another ranger's deck. Then the star is, when this card is revealed for defense, gain 1 energy. So you actually get to put this into someone else's deck, and then we get more energy when it comes out, and we get 2 of those. Brainstorm Maneuver, just costs 1 energy. Reveal the top card of any ranger deck. Gain an amount of energy equal to the number of shields on that card. Another ranger may immediately play 1 card with an energy cost of 0. And we get 2 of those. And we've got the side weapon, Chrono Blaster again. Then Chrono Trigger, attack, costs 1 and is 1 die with 1 guaranteed hit. If this attack defeats the target, any ranger may take the top card from their discard pile and place it on the top or bottom of their deck. We get 2 of those, so that's quite good to get cards back. Here's the Electro Booster, attack, costs nothing, 2 die attack. If the target of this attack drains energy, add 2 dice to this attack. So that's a good way to come back if we're losing energy. And then his personal weapon, the V3 Blaster, costs 3. It's a 3 die attack with 3 guaranteed damage. You may remove any number of die from this attack before rolling. For each die removed, any ranger may take the top card from their discard pile and place it on the bottom of their deck. So that's another good card to gain cards back. So I think green is about bringing cards back into your decks. Now we have Katie, Time Force Yellow. All or Nothing maneuver costs 1. Gain 3 energy. Another ranger may immediately play 1 card. Remove all energy from the shared pool at the end of this turn. So we get 2 of these, and this is like, here's the energy. Use it all now because we're going to lose it. Again, the side weapon, Chrono Blaster. Chrono Crisscross costs 1, 3 die attack. If this card defeats an enemy card with the guard keyword, deal 1 damage to an enemy card of your choice. So we get 2 of those, so that will give us more damage. Get rid of the enemy. Competitive Strength. Oh look, I've just realised this is the scene from the Time Force Wild Force crossover where Katie and Danny from Wild Force arm wrestled. That's quite good. So Competitive Strength. Reaction costs nothing. Play this card when another ranger performs an attack. Roll 3 die. The attacking ranger may ignore their roll and use yours instead. Oh, so that gives us another chance of getting a good roll or a better roll. So we get 2 of those. Ground and Pound costs nothing, 2 die attack. If the target of this attack has already been resolved, add 1 die to this attack. We get 2 of those. They're good for cleaning up the already resolved cards. And then finally, her personal weapon, the V4 Blaster, costs 3, it's a 4 die attack. Gain 1 energy. You may remove any number of die from this attack before rolling to increase the amount of energy gained by the same number. So it's either, do you want to attack big or do you want a lot of energy? And again, we just get 1 of those. And then lastly, we have the Quantum Ranger, Eric. Focus Strike costs 1, 2 die attack. After rolling, you may convert 1 0 result to a hit result, or convert 1 hit result to 2 hit results. So this is a good way to like boost. Oh, I've only got a low roll. Hang on, Eric can boost him up in his roll. So we get 2 of those. Quantum Cut costs 1, 2 die attack. Before rolling, add a number of dice to this attack equal to the hit result of the quantum die. Then re-roll your quantum die. So I'll explain a little bit about this now. Eric's ability is quantum die. I'll go through it more when I read his character card. So we get 2 of those. Next we have his weapon, the Quantum Defender, costs 3, 3 die attack. After you resolve this card, deal the damage result of your quantum die to each enemy card adjacent to that target. So that's good for spreading out damage. Quantum Trigger costs nothing, it's a maneuver. Gain an amount of energy equal to the hit result of your quantum die. Reroll your quantum die and draw up to 2 cards. You may then immediately play 1 additional card. We get 2 of those, so that's actually good to get some combo hits in. Next we have Silver Guardian, costs nothing, reaction. Play this card when any ranger suffers damage. Reduce that damage by the amount equal to the hit result of your quantum die. You may then return 1 card from your discard pile to your hand. That's quite interesting. So we get 1 of those. And then we have Solo Shot. Costs nothing, 1 die attack. Well, no, it's a 2 die attack. If you are the only player with a ranger in this location, add 1 die to this attack. We get 2 of those. So that's just like Tommy's loner ability. So that is the combat decks for the Time Force Rangers. Let's close this up. And then I'll get the character cards. So, Wesley Collins, Time Force Red, Willful Strength. Once per battle, when any ranger plays an attack card, you may reveal an attack card with the same energy cost from your hand. Treat that played card as having the attack value of the revealed card, if neither attack value is special. Then we have Lucas Kendall, Time Force Blue, Flexibility. Once per battle, when any ranger reveals a card for defense, you may choose a card from your hand. Treat the revealed card as having the shield value of the chosen card. Next we have Katie, Time Force Yellow, Heavy Force. Once per battle, when any ranger gains energy, you may reduce the amount of energy gained by up to 2, then deal an equal amount of damage to an enemy card of your choice. So that's good for swapping energy for damage. Trip, Future Vision. Once per battle, you may look at the top card of any enemy deck. You may swap that card with a non-passive enemy card from the same deck that has not yet resolved in the combat sequence, then shuffle the enemy deck. And we have Eric Myers, Quantum Ranger, Quantum Power. At the start of each battle, roll 2 dice and place one of them on this card. This is your quantum die. Once during each of your attacks, you may swap one die from the attack with your quantum die. The swap die becomes your quantum die. So basically what this means is you roll dice, choose one of the 2 die, and you'll always have that amount to be used. This character 1 means you swap cards, so swap dice, so the die you take away from your roll will become the quantum die, but some of his cards will mean you'll need to re-roll your quantum die. Next, we have the Zord cards. So, Time Flyer 1, Time Force Red. Exhaust this card during any ranger turn in battle. Instead of playing a card, any ranger may discard 1 attack card to perform an attack with 4 dice. So this is a better version of the basic 1 die attack when you can't play in the general rules. Time Flyer 2, Blue. Exhaust this card during a battle, gain 1 energy. Any ranger may swap their hand with their deck. If they do, they must then shuffle their deck. Time Flyer 3, Green. Exhaust this card at the start of a battle. Swap the positions of any number of foot soldier cards in the combat sequence. It's interesting. Time Flyer 4, Yellow. Exhaust this card during a battle. You may spend up to 2 energy. For each energy spent, deal 2 damage to a different enemy card. Okay. Then we have the Quantum Saurus Rex for the Quantum Ranger. Exhaust this card during a battle. Roll 2 die and place them on this attack. When any ranger performs an attack, they may swap any rolled die with dice from this card. At the end of the battle, remove all dice from this card. So it's a little bit variation of the Quantum Power. Now we have the Megazord card. So Time Force Megazord. We've got mode blue and mode red here. And again, this says, exhaust this card to place the Megazord token in any location. At the start of each battle in that location, choose the fast or guard keyword. Rangers may ignore the chosen keyword until the end of the turn. So again, if you want to ignore the fast keyword, it'll be mode blue. If you want to ignore the guard keyword, it'll be mode red. And then last but not least, we have the Shadow Winger Zord card. Any ranger can use this, and it is exhaust this card at any time. Swap the position of any 2 rangers in outer locations. So this basically allows you to have a free teleportation movement of 2 rangers, just swapping their positions. So that is the Time Force set. these to the side. Next is going to be the Merciless Minions set. Now this is the first time we've got any foot soldiers outside of an actual expansion. This pack has the cogs from Zeo and the Cyclobots from Time Force. So this set is a bit Time Force heavy. Looking on the back, we've got the cogs from Zeo, Cyclobots from Time Force. We also get some Chaos Putties, and we're actually getting some new location boards to go with the new foot soldiers, so not having to use the old ones from the older sets. So have a look inside. Again, advertisement. Just a sheet that tells you what's in the pack. Just basically explains, like, so with the Chaos Putties, all we basically do in a nutshell is we use either the putties or super putty, the deployment deck and figures. The Chaos Putty combat deck just replaces that combat deck. So that's what it basically is. Now we have the new locations. So we have the Interstate Highway, figure limit of 7. It's harder mode. When a ranger moves away from this location, they must discard the top card of their deck. Next location is Stone Canyon High, so we get another school. It's harder version. When a ranger moves away from this location, they may choose one card from the discard pile and place it on top of their deck. So this is basically lose a card, gain a card. So I think they are for the cogs. I believe these are going to be the location boards for the Cyclobots. So we have Biolab, figure limit of 6. Harder version. During each battle in this location, the first time a foot soldier is defeated, do not place its figure on the experience tracker. Okay, so that's going to make things harder. And then the Clock Tower, figure limit of 5. Harder version. During each battle in this location, the first time a foot soldier card is defeated, take an extra figure from the supply and place it on the experience tracker. So this is defeat them, you don't get experience. This one is defeat an enemy, get extra experience. So balances themselves out. Now we have the figures. I'm just going to get one of each out of this pack. Once I get inside. So first off, let's start with a cog from Power Rangers Zeo. So again, nice detail. I'm just trying to get you to the camera. Not too close. Yeah, my camera might be out of focus. Sorry about this. Yeah, holding his weapon. Next, we have the Cyclobots from Time Force. Go. As always, the figures that come with Heroes of the Grid always come in very high detail, which I really enjoy. So as you can see, we get 12 Cyclobots, 12 cogs, pretty standard. And then now we have, get these back in the box. And now we have the cards, so I'll just get these opened. Okay, all right, the pack. So first of all, we are looking at the Chaos Putties combat deck. So Chaos Havoc, 2 health, drain 1 energy, and skip the next ranger turn in this battle. That's quite bad. We get 2 of those with this box out of the way. Next is Chaos Burst, 3 health. Deal an amount of damage to a single ranger equal to the number of cards in their hand. If their hand is empty, they must discard the top card of their deck instead. Ooh, these are heavy hitters. And again, we get 2 of those. Then Erratic Movement, passive, shield health of 2. While this card is in play, increase the health value of each adjacent enemy card by 1. Ooh, this is going to be heavy hitters. We get 3 of those. Basically, these are stronger versions of the putties if you're not familiar with the comic. Forced Frenzy. It's fast, has a health of 3. One ranger must discard 1 random card from their hand. If it is an attack, deal 2 damage to any other ranger, otherwise drain 1 energy. Ooh. We get 1 of those. And then we get Total Mayhem. Fast, health of 3. Deal 1 damage to each ranger. Increase this damage by 1 for each panicked location. Oh, this... I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to facing these. Let's make my hand a bit easier to manage. And now we have the cogs from Zeo. So, Clockwork Blaster, fast, health of 3, drain 1 energy, deal 2 damage. And this is the cogs opening their faces to use their eye lasers. We get 2 of those. Disassembly required, passive, health of 3. While this card is in play, when another foot soldier card would be defeated by attack, all hit tokens are removed from that card and this card is defeated instead. Oh, so this will actually stop. You'll still get rid of the figure and a card in the sequence, but it means that the card that you had targeted will be gone instead. Ooh, we get 2 of those. Shock Spear, health of 2, drain 2 energy unless a ranger suffers 3 damage to prevent it. So do you want to lose energy or do you want to lose health? And we get 3 of those. TikTok Kick, that's quite catchy. It's a guard, health of 3, deal 2 damage, increase this damage by 1 for each other foot soldier card that has resolved. So the later on in the combat sequence, the stronger this is. And we get 3 of those. So, quite strong. Next are the Cyclobots. So, Cleaving Strike, health of 3, deal 2 damage to 2 different rangers. And we get 3 of those. Dense Defense, guard, health of 4, drain and energy. We get 2 of those. Forward March, which is a guard and passive, health of 3. While this card is in play, after each adjacent enemy card resolves, deal 2 damage. And we get 3 of those. And then Overwhelm, health of 2, deal 2 damage. Skip the next ranger turn in this battle. Oh, another hitter. So that's the Cyclobots. Now we have their combat decks. So just like the standards, you've got 1s, 2s, and 3s. So cogs are Interstate Highway. 4, 5. And Stone Canyon High, yep. And the Cyclobots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are Biolab and Clock Tower. So these are the 2 locations that match up to the 2 new foot soldiers. these to one side, and then we shall do the 2 bonus packs. So first off, let's do the new Ranger Sentry cards. Now these were bonuses that I got for pre-ordering. So first off we have the rule set, which is Ranger Sentries are an alternative enemy deck for the Mastodon Trooper Foot Soldier type. To include them in your game, use the figures, deployment cards and location tiles from Mastodon Troopers, but replace their normal enemy deck with this one. And it requires the Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid base game and the Shattered Grid expansion to play. Okay. So, the new Ranger Sentry combat deck is Dino Charge Gold Vanguard. It's a guard, health of 4. Deal 1 damage to each Ranger. Increase the damage by 1 for each hit token on this card. So the more damage you deal to it, the stronger it is. We get 2. Pterodactyl Sniper. Fast, health of 2. Roll 3 dice. And the damage that must... and deal that much damage to the Ranger with the fewest cards in their deck. So, going for the weakest. We get 2 of those. Saber-Tooth Commando, health of 2. Deal 2 damage to 2 different Rangers twice. Ooh, big hitter. We get 2 of those again. Silver Space Scout, fast, health of 3. During the next Ranger turn in this battle, increase the energy cost of all cards by 1. Again, we get 2 of those. And then lastly, we have the Tyrannosaurus Sentry. Health of 3, it's a guard and passive. While this card is in play, each time an adjacent enemy card deals damage or drains energy, increase the effect by 1. Excuse me again. So that's a nice... these are a nice alternative to Mastodon Troopers. And then last but not least, here we have the Shogun Megazord from Season 3 of Mighty Morphin. So I think, yep, we've got both versions of both Megazords from Season 3 now. So the red Shogun Zord, exhaust this card when any Ranger places a card on the bottom of their deck after revealing it for defense. Roll 2 dice and deal that much damage to an enemy card of your choice. So reveal card for defense, you can then attack. Blue Shogun Zord, exhaust this card during a battle, gain 1 energy and deal 1 damage to an enemy card of your choice. Black Shogun Zord, exhaust this card when any Ranger plays an attack card with an energy cost of 1 or 0. Choose 1 rolled die from that attack and deal that much damage to each enemy card adjacent to the target. So that allows you to do more damage. Yellow Shogun Zord, exhaust this card at the start of any Ranger turn in battle. Choose a Ranger, gain 1 energy each time the chosen Ranger plays a card during this turn. White Shogun Zord, exhaust this card when any Ranger plays a card, reduce the energy cost of that card by 1. After that card resolves, that Ranger may place it on the top of their deck instead of discarding it. So that's nice to have. Then we have the 2 Megazord formations. So we have the Shogun Megazord with these 5 Zords. Exhaust this card when any enemy card deals damage to a Ranger. Prevent all that damage and deal an equal amount of damage to that enemy card. So that's just bouncing back the damage they're dealing. And then we have the Shogun Ultra Zord, which has the Falcon Zord and Titanus from Season 1. Exhaust this card at the start of any Ranger turn in battle. Deal 2 damage to each enemy card. So that is everything that came in this latest pre-order. I am very much looking forward to when I get a chance to play with all these new bits. And I shall now leave you all, and may the power protect